Can I steam these? No. Yes? Maybe. Let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome back to Clumsy Cakes. My name's Amy. So when I posted my Cosmic Brownie recipe, and if you missed that video, I'll leave it up in the cards so you could check that out. But someone left a comment on Facebook that asked me if you could steam these brownies. And my original thought was, of course not. Wouldn't they be really soggy and kind of gummy? But I didn't comment that yet, and I looked it up, and there was a lot of people steaming brownies. So I said yes. And that was kind of the inspiration for this video. I was really kind of perplexed after I saw that. I have never even heard of steaming desserts. So I want to test this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a cookie. I actually have some leftover dough from my recipe last week. If you guys missed that recipe, I'll also put that up in the cards and also down in the description, so you can check that out as well. So I'm gonna be using some of that. I'm gonna be making a very small cheesecake. I'm gonna be making a very small cake. And I'm gonna be making a small batch of brownies. And there's a few things that I wanna know about this. First of all, what's the texture gonna be like? Is it gonna be soggy like I envision, or are they gonna be like they would be baked? What are they gonna look like? Are they gonna look the same as they would be baked? Are all of these desserts gonna be viable to be steamed? Maybe some are, maybe some aren't. And also, are they gonna take the same amount of time as they would if they were baked? Are they gonna take more time or less time? Or the same amount of time? Stay tuned and we're gonna answer all those questions. So now all of our desserts have been steamed and we're going to give them a little taste test. This is the cookie, this is the brownie, the cheesecake, and the cake. First of all, visually, they all have kind of a ripply top or I guess texture to them. It's kind of harder to see on the cheesecake, but the cheesecake is also a little bit ripply. And the cookie, it's a little bit ripply, it just is not as smooth as you would get from the baked version. So that's what I see visually. Let's give them a taste. Let's start with the cookie. Now this, it's kind of more difficult to assess because I'm baking one cookie as opposed to 24 cookies. and they took 10 minutes. This one cookie took 20 minutes, and I don't even think it's baked all the way. That just may be the texture that you get from steamed desserts, but it's just kind of dense and doesn't taste the same as it would baked. Let's try the brownie. Ooh, the brownie's really good. Very dense, very fudgy. I would say definitely this is a viable option. This took 10 minutes, and the bigger version that I usually make in the oven, it's usually an 8x8 inch pan. I cut the recipe into a fourth, and this took 10 minutes, and the original bigger version in the oven would take 30 minutes. So I guess about the same amount of time, maybe a little faster. And it tastes pretty much the same, maybe a little fudgier. Real good. I would say brownies, definitely do that. That is really good. Let's try the cheesecake. I'm assuming this is gonna work because the way you would usually do it is you would put it in a water bath in the oven, which is kind of along the same lines as steaming it anyway, so exactly the same. However, this took 10 minutes to be steamed, and I've baked the same amount in the oven, and it usually takes about 25 to 30 minutes, so definitely faster with the same outcome. And then the chocolate cake. And just visually, you can see it's really dense. I've seen on a few other YouTube videos that they get it to be really cakey and a spongy texture. Maybe it's just the recipe that they use gets it to be spongier, but mine is very, very dense. That's like a fudge texture. Interesting. It's like a little bit lighter than a fudge consistency, but it like, I guess it tastes like fudge. That took 10 minutes in the steamer, whereas a full version or the same version in the oven, I would say it would take about 45 minutes. So overall, I would say that the steamer is faster, and I would say it's better than it would be baked, but it's definitely for at least some of them, it's definitely the same as you would get if you baked them, except for cookies. Don't do this. I guess there is a reason why I looked up on YouTube and Google and all types of places for steamed cookies and didn't really find anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a like down below. Also, while you're down there, leave me a comment for anything you would like to see next. And subscribe to my channel if you would like to make more messes with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!